If you watch the news, you know that violence is not contained to just the big cities. Unfortunately, we see a lot of it right here on Delmarva. Now, it may have you wondering, well, what can I do to stay safe? Well, Lisa stopped by Larry's Trading Post in West Ocean City to learn about one option.
Personal protection is important, and there are several ways to feel safe and secure, especially if you're single or perhaps you live alone. And that form of protection for many people comes in the form of a firearm. But what if you're not a gun person? Where do you start? Well, that's why we're here with Larry Friedman of Larry's Trading Post in West Ocean City. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay, so I'm sure you have lots of people come in here who've never owned a gun and they've decided to make a purchase. What's the first thing you ask them?
Well, we need to discuss the type of gun and who may be using it to make sure that that person or persons can handle the gun. And due to Maryland law, we need to have a handgun qualification license, which you may or may not be willing to go through the process. Requires training and fingerprints and a background check. For some, a long gun, meaning a rifle or shotgun, may be a better or easier choice. And for some, handguns are a better idea. But fitting somebody to the right gun, fit, the type of caliber, the weight of the gun, the feel of the gun, all those things are important. And we'd like to have all parties here that may handle that firearm.
Yeah, because it's not one size fits all.
Not really, not really.
And you say you have a lot of couples that come in, and maybe the man, you know, he's big and strong, but the woman not so much. So you would prefer that if she's going to be using the gun, it fits her better. We
would prefer to fit her to the gun and let him just deal with what she's got. Otherwise, you have to buy two guns. And not all people, not just women, but some people that are smaller may not be able to pull a slide back or not comfortable with certain types of weapons, semi-automatic versus a revolver. So we need to find the comfort level of the weakest person that may be handling that firearm.
Yeah, walking in here, you have 1,000 different kinds of guns.
We have over 1,000 guns in stock, we do.
Yeah, so it may be overwhelming, but you have staff that'll help?
We have, yes, Pam, Lene, Derek, myself, we can all help you try to choose the right firearm. It's not rocket science, but we just want you to be comfortable with whatever it is you buy. And you do need to go out and at least practice a little bit with it so you know what to expect if you do need to use it.
Yeah, because when you're in a situation like that, it's not something you've ever experienced before.
There's no time to look at the owner's manual.
No, no. Okay, so let's talk, safety is important too.
Safety is very important. And that's something else that we need to talk about on a purchase. Different guns have different levels of safety, different types of actions, we call them, which is the main part of the gun that operates it. Semi-automatic, pump. The semi-auto rifles or shotguns are different than the pistols, and then you have revolvers. There's a lot of types of guns, but we do need to get you comfortable in the idea of its operation and how you're going to keep it, where you're going to keep it, and will you remember how you left it, more importantly.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, it's interesting because I see you have a lot of little pistols in here, and I imagine people come in and want to get a little pistol to put in their purse or something, but that's not always a good idea?
No, these cute little pistols are really designed for, first of all, carry. And not many people in Maryland are carrying guns because it does require a permit, which is difficult to get. Those are, they're good carry guns. They're for extreme emergency close range. For the average person, a little bigger, a little heavier gun's easier to manage. And that's what we would recommend. Stay away from those little tiny, cute little guns.
But of course, like you said, the training and knowing what you're doing is important.
Very important. It's a must. It's probably one of the reasons Maryland passed that law to have a handgun qualification license, so you do get 4 hours of training and you do get some idea, but you do need to practice with the weapon that you purchase.
Okay. And if you have any questions that you want answered or you want to read more about Larry's Trading Post, all you need to do is go to our website, delmarvalife.com.